Hey, good morning. It's early. Little fast Friday going on here, and it's been a while. Let me just say that. It's late February, almost March. I think tomorrow is March actually, 2025, and it has been a feasting several months here. It has been I can think go back to November, December, and then frankly January, February. I have not been fasting. I have been more feasting, especially November in the US and then December in Italy and France. And yeah, feasting is fun. So here I am on I think it is the last day of February 2025 and I am ready for some fasting. Have I mentioned I'm not a doctor? Have I mentioned you should consult your dietary professional or physician or somebody with a degree or diploma in this stuff because that's not me. That's my little legal disclaimer there that what I am offering here is not medical advice in any form or sense. That's the American in me. Back to Fast Friday. Here is, well, I think I'm not even supposed to say advice. Let me just say, here's what I do that works for me. Fast Friday. You know I like my alliteration. I've got Thursday Thunder. I've got Tiny Tech Tuesday. I've got Fast Friday. I just like the consistency and the play on words and letters. Frankly, Frank, frankly, it also just makes things simpler. If it's Fast Friday, then I know that means I'm going to skip dinner on Thursday. And again, please go read the professionals about fasting because it's not for everyone. There are ways to do it properly. And again, I'm just trying to share what works for me that might work for you. The main reason I do this is the main reason I share something like a Fast Friday is in the hope that it gives you even a fraction of the joy and energy and confidence that I feel after fasting or during fasting, during intermittent fasting, I should say, where wow, I think I've created a list of benefits in the past, but just I mean, energy is number one. And if you want to put a little descriptor on that energy, I would say consistent energy and consistent high energy. I don't mean I'm bouncing off the walls. I just mean I don't have as many dips. And yet, frankly, I do have more highs, right? There are more peaks. So there's not as many dips and there's more peaks. How does that sound, right? And then it's interesting how the physical so affects the emotional and the mental and the psychological and the physiological. How what we put in our bodies, or frankly, I should say, the lack of what we put in our bodies, has such an effect on our emotional and psychological, mental, spiritual well being that I just can't emphasize enough the direct correlation that I feel that it that works for me from, I mean, to put it simply, just eating less. And then when you eat less, so what happens for me is that sort of the byproduct of eating less is that then I'm more picky with what I want to eat. And and you kind of have this discussion with yourself. And you could talk about it in mind, heart, gut decision making centers, Martin, Henri, and Go. Whereas Go's is like, give me what's fast, right? Your gut's just like, let's just make that. It's quick. And then your mind is like, well, the calories and the caloric intake. And then Henri just wants, passion and love and wine and brie and baguettes and stuff. So there's that combination there of what to do. And yet they are all convinced when all of them feel better when we eat less. And Henri, the French guy, my heart, I'm, I hate to say this, pal, but the alcohol that just puts a damper on it all. That really it disrupts the consistency of the frequency of the energy, right? So if you want to put that in 70s terms, it's like the vibe, man. It's like I'm feeling the vibe. and I'm not with alcohol. And without alcohol, there's just the benefits are just enormous. That's all I wanted to say. This is really a little cheerleading moment for myself because I really have been feasting for 4 months. I'm not proud of it. I'm saying this partly to put my own self in my accountability corner to get back with the program. And frankly, my word, I keep saying frankly, my word for 2025 is balance. The mathematics and the mathematician, the math and the magic, right? The spirit and the science, the kairos and the chronos, right? And the fasting and the feasting. How to find the balance. I don't want to do anything, only one thing 100% of the time. Anything. I'm kind of a proponent, I'm also an author, right? And there's in the author industry, there's a big thing about being a full-time author where you make enough money. Usually the number's like 6 figures. You have to make you 6 figures, 100,000 plus dollars or euros per year. And then you're a 6-figure author. And then you're full-time. Yay. I don't want to be a full-time author. I don't want to be a full-time anything. I like the variety of my life. I like speaking and courses and teaching and writing and lots of different, and tech and spirituality. I like that balance. So for me, finding that balance, and right now between feasting and fasting, finding that balance is my goal for 2025 because I haven't really been doing it. As if you follow my fasting posts, what was it, September, October, I was pretty hardcore, and I lost like 9 something kilos or 22 pounds in, I think it was just 2 months. I basically didn't have a real meal as we know it for 7 weeks. Now, I'm not a doctor. I don't recommend that. Although, between you and me, wow, it was fantastic. I felt so good, so energetic, so just gung-ho, let's do this, let's go. I felt physically awesome. I felt emotionally, psychologically, mentally, spiritually, physiologically just fantastico. And I'm not feeling that now. So I want that back, but I don't want to do 7 weeks of hardcore fasting. I'd rather do 7 months of slow burn fasting. Okay, that's it. I'm also trying out my new microphone. If you notice a difference in the quality of the mic, let me know. And this is my new, it's called Hollyland, funny name, Hollyland mic. And I've got this little lavalier thing it's got a magnet. And I think I have it I put it on the brim of my hat. You can put it on your shirt, or your hat, or your collar, or whatever. And let me know if you notice a difference in quality, because usually, especially these early morning things where I'm just sitting here with snoring Pepper, I'm holding the iPhone in my hand. And that's my low-tech, get it done technological solution. So let me know what you think of the audio quality. Let me know if you're into fasting, if you're into intermittent fasting and you want to intermittent fast together with me starting in March of 2025. Okay, that's it for this week. See you next week. Bye for now.